Hello everyone, welcome to this tutorial series on how to handle netCDF files using Python. So in this first tutorial video, I'm going to show you how to download a set of netCDF files from a portal which I'm quite frequently using. As you can see over here, it's APHRODITE'S water resources web portal. Now, netCDF files actually can contain all sorts of different types of data, and APHRODITE is also one of the projects which utilizes this very efficient netCDF type of data in order to store information. Now, to give you a bit of a perspective, if I go to this home page, over here you can see what this APHRODITE's data portal is all about. This project aims to create accurate daily grid precipitation data over Asian land areas with high spatial and temporal resolution based on rain gauge observations. So this is actually one of the sites where you can download products such as high resolution daily precipitation data as well as temperature data. Now over here you can see the area of extent, and you can see these different rectangles actually show you the current availability of data, and according to this they give the priority right now for Japan, Monsoon Asia as well as the Middle Eastern regions. So the different types of data which you can download listed down here. For example, if you want the daily adjusted precipitation for Japan, you can see that it's actually available here under these APHRODITE'S 2 products, as well as you can download the precipitation data for this Monsoon Asia region. And for this Monsoon Asia region, you can see that we can download daily precipitation data as well as temperature data under the release of the APHRODITE'S 2 products. So in order to download data from this web portal, you first have to have an account. So first I will show you how to create an account. So once you come to this products page, you can see that there is one link to download data. And once you are in here, you can see that you can actually create a new account over here. So I'm just going to click new registration. And over here you can give your email address. So I'm going to enter my email address here. And once you're done, you can hit apply. Alright, now you can see that it has actually sent an email to you to the email address that which you entered. So I'm just going to open my email. Alright, now over here you can see that I have received this APHRODITE registration email. And the most important two things that you need to sort of store somewhere is this ID and the password. So this password, every time you log in, you can actually use this password along with the email address that you have used to do the registration. So I'm just going to copy this email address and password. So once I have acquired my password, you can just click on here. And now over here you can simply enter your username and password. In this case, your username is just going to be your email address. I'm just going to copy it and paste it over here, as well as your password, which you just received into your email address. Alright, now you can see that it gave us the access to all the different types of available data. Now I'm going to open another window just to show you what each of these keywords mean. So for example, over here you can see for which domain the data is available. This MA is actually referring to the Monsoon Asia, JP is for Japan. So for this tutorial, I'm actually going to deal with the Monsoon Asian region, and the type of data that I'm going to download is daily temperature data. So you can see that the keyword that's corresponding to daily temperature data is V1808. And if I go over here, you can see that APHRO_V1808_temp. This is actually the folder where they have stored their daily temperature data. Now if I click on this one, you can see that there's another subfolder inside. Now if you would like to read about how they have retrieved this data and also what sort of corrections that they have done, you can actually read some bunch of detailed information on the types of available data over here. So I'm just going to go back, and I'm going to open this Afro Monsoon Asia folder. And over here you can see different types of resolutions. So I'm just going to go for the final resolution option, which is the 0.25 degree option. And over here you can see that there are two types of data. So we need to go for this _NC. This is the folder which contains the netCDF files. So if I open this one, you can see that we have the different netCDF files. Actually, this is in zip format, this gunzip format .gz. We have the data from 1961 all the way up until year 2015. So you can actually just click on one of these files and you can see that it will actually save the file for us. From here you can see that it's downloading. Now you can see this is how the downloaded file looks. It's a zip file. I can actually extract the zip file over here and you can see that we have a .nc file. So this is basically the netCDF file. Now this is a very special type of file format. So how to open these files and how to retrieve the data from these files, how to manipulate the data, and how to also visualize these data. Quite a wide variety of operations that we can do with this netCDF data will be demonstrated during the upcoming tutorials of this series. Now this is the way to download just only one file. Now what if you were to actually download all of these files manually? You can see that it's actually going to take quite a lot of time. Plus, this is just for the temperature files. But let's assume that you also would like to download these other types of data, which also consists of rainfall data as well. And if you were to download the files one by one, it's actually going to take a very long time. So I'm just going to show you how to write a simple Python script in order to automatically download all of these files just in one go. So you can basically just talk to the web browser and you can run this command. And once you are done with the script, you can just hit run and you'll be able to automatically download all of these files into your desired folder. So in the second part of this tutorial series, I'm going to show you how to bulk download all of these files just in one go using a simple Python script. And you'll be able to extract all the netCDF files into a separate folder, even from these zipped files fully automatically. So I'll see you in the second part of the tutorial.